you first begin learning this Altès etude number 18, I would say the most important thing is to notice what's happening with the meter. The first 2 pages are in 6/8 and the third page is in 3/4, but the material is repeated from the first page. And so basically this etude is one huge hemiola. And if we were talking in person right now, I would ask you, do you know what a rhythmic hemiola is? But since we're not in person, I'll just say it to be sure that we're all on the same page. We all know what's going on. A hemiola rhythmically is a regrouping of a meter. And it usually happens with a compound meter, most often with 6/8. So you have 2 large beats, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that are regrouped into 3 smaller beats. You're happily going along in 6/8 and then the beats regroup into 3/4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can see that Altès has emphasized this hemiola because in the first page, the first measure, you have an accent on the big second beat of the 6/8. I've noticed that this first page especially is very easy for students to regroup into 3/4. Something about the pattern feels a little more natural in 3/4. You have to consciously feel that 6/8 meter for the first 2 pages and then allow it to regroup into 3/4 for the final page. The place that is the most clear that Altès is thinking about hemiola, this regrouping of beats, is the bottom of page 2. The very last line, he accents the first measure to show the 6/8, and then the second measure, he changes the accents to regroup the 6/8 to feel like a 3/4. So there's your proof that he really is thinking of this shifting of beats between 6/8 and 3/4. Another quick note about the second page, you'll see a fair number of breath marks followed by an optional 16th note rest. These have been put in so that you can take a breath and continue on. And I'm not leaving any notes out because I want you to hear all of them. I'm just taking quick catch breaths. But I will say that if you're practicing this with metronome, as it gets faster and faster, and of course, this etude is marked ridiculously fast, that is suggested. You should feel free to do that even though I'm not doing it today. The last quick note about the third page is it is ridiculously fast, but keep it well controlled. That is more important than speed, especially keep it controlled. The third and fourth lines from the end, there's this awkward tongue twister he puts in. He keeps shifting his slur to tongue to between different parts of the beat and high and low registers, so it can be quite confusing, especially the faster you go. And also keep the pitch controlled on your C sharps. The last 3 lines, you've got a lot of C sharps in the staff, and it's very easy because you're up so high most of the time for those C sharps to go sharp. So watch out and keep them in tune. Have fun playing this huge hemiola etude.